Mr. Ratnesh is going to be a guiding light for all of us to discuss on SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. There are students present amongst us, and we all need that guidance. So I would like to, share few things of Mr. Ratnesh. Mr. Ratnesh Jha is Executive Director of UN Global Compact Network India. Mr. Ratnesh has worked at national, state, district level in designing, financing, implementing, and evaluating development interventions to reach out to unreached social groups in the challenging geographies in India. His domain expertise includes financial inclusion, enterprise promotion and development, poverty alleviation, women empowerment, and inclusive growth. He has provided technical support to the Ministry of Finance, micro, small, and medium enterprises, Ministry of Rural Development, and Niti Aayog, Government of India, as well as a financial and social sector departments in states. He has successfully led multi-stakeholder initiative in financing projects management, research, and advocacy in Small Industry Development Bank of India, the United Nations Development Programme, and National Institute of Public Finance and Policy. As Executive Director of UN Global Compact's India Network, Ratnesh is working with business to align strategies and operations to advance sustainable development goals and uphold the universal principles of human rights, labor, environment, and anti-corruption. May I have a huge round of applause for Mr. Ratnesh? Please. We can remove this, right? Okay.
Please go back.
You have to go back before.
Good afternoon, friends. So there are hand mics traveling your way. This is to ensure that an old man does not bore all of you to sleep. So it has to be interactive. And first we'll begin with the raise of hands. So first, no, it's not. So first and foremost, I want to thank Glenmark Foundation for handing me such a beautiful booklet with all the wonderful recipes from across the country and with nutrition packed in. So it's a fun thing and yet useful thing. And that is what I want to make my lecture or interaction with you as well. So you should remember something. You should take away something from this 10-15 minutes that I'm with you. Otherwise, I can just keep saying things and you can keep using your WhatsApp messages update. So let's not do that because I have come all the way from Delhi. Yeah. So to be with you and ma'am. So ma'am is, all of you are members of this Global Compact network without knowing it. So a raise of hand, please, from the young people behind. Younger. So how many of you have heard the acronym SDG? 3, 4. So whoever has raised their hand, one of you can stand up. Please stand up. कोई एक खड़े हो जाइए, please. There are exciting prizes. Yes. In addition to the Glenmark Foundation Awards. Please, what are SDGs? Without Google.
Sustainable Development Goals.
Perfect. Now, Bajay, but isse zyada kuch nahi. And no grilling. What are MDGs? How many of you have heard about MDGs? MDGs, exactly. वो कुर्सी के इधर वाले बता सकते हैं. So MDGs were Millennial Development Goals. Yeah? And then last question. What are the 10 universal principles? किसी ने सुना है? सुना है. Okay, so what is common in these three is that what Glenmark is doing for the last 10, 12 years with Caron's Idobro, that mere pursuit of profit is going to land us into a blind alley. जहां से निकलना मुश्किल है, मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है. Right? So if you are conscious, aware, young citizens of the world, you must have heard Al Gore speaking about it, that we are using our atmosphere as an open sewer. Whatever we want, we are just throwing it. Similarly, you must have heard the UN Secretary General, Antonio Guterres. He is also very worried these days because COP after COP, event after event, just people are mouthing commitments, but no one is putting money behind it. No one is putting efforts behind it. But it is a shame that the whole mankind is aware that the kind of production and consumption we are doing, it is not sustainable. And it was since the 60s. First came the Club of Rome report. Then there was a Brundtland Commission report. You can Google all of this, which were conveying precisely the same messages which we are today talking about. Many of you are management students and teachers. ESG, that is the latest in the market. So what is it? Environment, society, social and governance, right? So unless we take, and Idobro's theme also, I think, purpose, profit, peace. So everyone is aware. So what is the problem then? Problem is that no one knows how to connect to the larger thing, and everyone wants a reassurance that whatever we are doing is going to contribute to the larger thing. And that is where the institutions like mine come into picture. So in that UN Global Compact, UN, I think everyone is pretty aware. You have all attended MUNs, mock UNs in your colleges and schools. Maybe MET also conducts many. So global also is fairly simple. But what is a compact? Can anyone tell me? Compact. Just guess. What is a compact? No hands? What is a pact? Pact to pata hai? Shimla pact, this pact, that pact. So, exactly. So, every private sector is making a compact with the UN system that I pledge A, B, C, D, E. And it's the same what is contained in ESG reporting, what was contained to achieve the MDGs, and the difference in SDGs and MDGs is that MDGs were very government focused, government centered. So it was child malnutrition, which we are worried about today also, and women and things like that. So things specifically which government could allocate resources and at least move towards it. But it stopped short. It just said, okay, by 2015, we will do this. So it started in 2000 and by 15, we'll reach here, we'll reach there, we'll do things. Whereas SDGs is a compact between the government, the private sector, the civil society, the youth, everyone, the financing institutions, everyone, because the realization is there since 2015. Our Prime Minister was also there when the UN General Assembly adopted this SDGs. So it's a global call to action and everyone is responsible. And UN Global Compact, my institution which I am representing here, is basically a network of the private sector players to contribute towards SDGs. And SDGs, again, what Idobro is saying, purpose, profit, peace. So without purpose, so we are not saying that the private sector should not earn money, but it should earn money in a way that is equitable, just, non-polluting, careful of the impact that it is creating and offsetting it through some other action. And within the organization, it should make commitments towards gender equality, towards other non-exploitative, against child labor. And the same thing is also contained in the 10 universal principles. So I'm just leaving here because I see drooping eyes. How long is this guy going to speak? Bring on the awards. So thank you so much for listening to me. But ma'am has just left. She is the coordinator from your side. So anyone who wants further information or wants to volunteer with us or wants to contribute to the cause, we would be happy to associate. No one is small or insignificant. Every step counts. So exhort all of you to be aware, alert, and spread the message around. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ritesh Jha. And I know after your speech, all of us will like to get associated with UN Compact's logo. I guess I'm taking the right name, UN Global Compact Network. And I hope you have heard new terms today, students. And whoever wants to get associated with them, he welcomely calling you. Please get in touch with him. Thank you so much for your valuable addition to this program. Now I would like to call upon Dr. Ratna Thar. I'll just read about Ratna Thar. She is a nutritionist with more than 30 years of experience. She is professor from Nirmala Niketan. She is currently involved in police nutritionist for Maharashtra, police at Police Hospital Agenda, research director at Research Center College of Home Science, Nirmala Niketan, Mumbai, advisor on Clinical Governance Council and senior nutritionist for Connect and Heal Primary Care Private Limited, a private clinical practice she hosts have in South Mumbai. Course creator, visiting faculty, academic advisor at To Sophia's Women's Research Center, Sophia College in Mumbai. Guide for research thesis, she is doing with MSc students at Nirmala Niketan College of Home Science. And she is also a CSR consultant to corporates. She is also an consultant advisor at Poshan Nutrition Consultancy Services. She has a huge legacy of the work in nutrition. So let's put a round of applause for Ms. Ratna Thar. Ms.
Thank you for those kind words. I was part of the selection committee, primary committee that went through 500 odd NGOs, rural, urban, and open category. And my colleagues and myself, especially Aarti Jain, who's sitting there, and myself, along with Neha Vaidya and Sheetal Joshi, we had really a tough time. The participants of the final round, please consider, I was totally impressed by your work. And I think in my eyes, each one of you, all 9, are winners. And I want to give this to you that please, each one of you, and it's not that the others were less. We had a tough time as to when there was a tie, who to bring in. And what impressed me personally in all my years and experience that I have able to gather with me, I have started, just to give you a little background, I started in College of Social Work, Nirmala Niketan, as a field worker. So in a scheme called Ekatmik Bal Vikas Yojana, we had it, it was a middle level training center. So I was actually at the, I was actually in the field at the last rank. And I have experienced, and from there I have seen, and today what I see is a lot of NGOs who are really doing good work in behavioral change. That is what I have seen in my last over 30 years, that if you do behavioral change, you are winning a new generation over to a healthier lifestyle. Because simply giving somebody food to eat and simply feeling happy about it. Yes, you are doing good work, you're doing God's work, but I consider behavioral change as something that all of y'all must focus on, and which the 9 participants of this today's finale, I mean, I am totally impressed, and I would say, I hope and pray each one of you take whatever work you all are doing to a much higher level. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ratna. Now I'm going to call upon, I want to introduce basically Dr. Swati Lodha, the place where we are sitting right now, MIT Management Institute of Management. And she is director for MIT Institute of Management. She is an educationist and motivational guru with a passionate interest in leadership and parenting. She has been dean of many business schools in Rajasthan and Mumbai. She started her first entrepreneurial venture, Swash, if I'm reading it right, when she was just 21. Her famous parenting book, 54 Reasons Why Parents Suck, I decided I'm going to go and buy and read it. No, seriously, being a parent, it's very important. And the second title I love the most, Don't Raise Your Children, Raise Yourself. I think these 2 books are going to be fantastic for every parent. These books are being Amazon's bestseller. Her corporate initiative, Life Lemonade, right? It will be interesting to know about that also. Offer workshop for corporates about behavior, design, their authentic leadership, parenting, and excellence. May I call upon Dr. Swati Lodha.
Thank you, Dipali. Thank you for that lovely introduction. I'm not fond of introductions though, because I always believe if there is something worth knowing about a speaker, in today's time, people will find that out if they find the speaker interesting. Otherwise, no kind of introduction works. So first of all, welcome to MIT Institute of Management, because that is the place which is hosting the Nutrition Awards this year. I understand that IDOBRO has been in contact with MIT Institute of Management for a very long time, and we've been doing it for a long time. I am a new entrant here, but yes, the relationship goes much, it goes a long way. And Dr. Nirmala Joshi, who has been with us for a very long time, it was her association. Of course, I met Karen long ago, and yes, even if you meet once, it's not possible to forget you. So I do remember, and I've been following a lot of the work that you do, and we can see it here, the purpose profit piece, something that we talk about all the time at MIT, because we've just started the first circular lab of India at MIT Institute of Management. So a lot of SDG goals get aligned with what we do. And so, of course, we were talking about behavioral change, and we are talking about nutrition here. Some things which are a part of our lifestyle, and they need a lot of change here. And of course, Glenmark is doing God's work if we talk about nutrition. And when I see this here, something that we terribly need in today's time, because India being a land of nutrition, we've always talked about eating everything from a plant that grows and not from a plant that manufactures. So we've always been the pioneers of talking about plant-based stuff. And so nutrition was always very close to us, but then the wheels of development, they churn in such a manner that we have kind of moved away from it. So Glenmark, being into pharmaceuticals and still talking about getting back to our roots and thinking about nutrition, that itself means that, yes, we were doing something right, and our ancestors were doing something right, which we have forgotten somewhere along the way. So it's better to move back to our roots. It's better to kind of rediscover what we are losing right now. And so there would be a great impact of what the Nutrition Awards are doing. And of course, SDGs, as we all know, that we are constantly trying to work for our planet. We are constantly trying to work for peace. And yes, it is not possible without thinking about profit. So of course, our purposes are pretty aligned here. So I'm very thankful to Karen for getting this whole galaxy of people here where it's always, I am a great believer of transfer learning. I believe in interdisciplinary learning to a large extent because though we are into Institute of Management, the first thing I would want to do is to learn from someone who doesn't know anything about management, because there's a freshness of perspective which comes in when we talk about interdisciplinary approach. And so here, when we get to meet people who come from diverse fields, when we get to talk to some people who belong to the fields which are not directly connected to management, it is always a great way of learning new things. For our students, it's a great learning when they are participating in organizing an event, when they are learning how to handle so many things. I see them volunteering around for this event. And so that makes me happy seeing that there are so many ways of learning. So there's a lot of interdisciplinary understanding which comes through such events. And so I'm very thankful to Karen for arranging it here. And thank you to Dr. Nirmala Joshi, who made it all possible in a very short span of time. And of course, a big thank you to the whole team of all the people who are mentioned here. Of course, UNGC, we've been working with them on different platforms earlier too. And I have not met a lot of people from Glenmark, but I would look forward to meeting the people, all the people who are here today. Thank you for giving me this opportunity of being here and sharing my views with you. It would be great to stay in touch with you and look for more opportunities to work together in future. And I would definitely need a copy of the book. Thank you so much.
After hearing her, I can definitely say that you have got an awesome principal, the director. She is actually instituting you on, there are leadership skills defined for 2025. This is few of them you are going to learn today. So you should pat your back that you are doing a good job. Okay, now this is the time that we are going to announce those people who are behind the curtain and doing the mountainous job of, as you heard, there were 500 recipes, right? To get those few people, select those few people. We had a fantastic jury comprising of Dr. Satish Agnihotri. He's a professor, former career bureaucrat, and now an Emirates Fellow at Center for Technology Alternative in Rural Areas, IIT Bombay. He was head of CTARA and also founder head of Center for Policy Studies. He has earlier worked as Secretary Coordination, Cabinet Secretariat, Secretary MNRE and DG, that is Defense Acquisition. Professor Agnihotri has worked on issue of gender, child malnutrition, energy access, inequalities. His research on declining sex ratios in India has been approvingly cited by various scholars, including Professor Amartya Sen. One of the important current areas of his teaching and research is child malnutrition and its removal from India. The issue of child malnutrition is complex and matter of concern, and their issues of science management and program implementation. This research is available online. Please go ahead and have a look at it. We have a second most eminent jury member, Dr. Lidwin Dias. Dr. Lidwin Dias is the principal of Nirmala Niketan, PhD in social work from University of Mumbai with ICSSR doctorate fellowship. The status, he has done his fellowship in status and challenges of visually impaired women in Maharashtra. She has more than 15 publications and has been guide for several PhD students. She has coordinated many research projects undertaken by Research Unit, College Social Work at Nirmala Niketan. Dr. Dias is the recipient of many awards, including Nation's Pride Award in 2019 for her contribution to the field of education and ICSSR Doctorate Fellowship Award for 2 years from 2007 to 2009. Dr. Dias is a member of many associations and member of several academic boards. Dr. Dias has been a guide for over 50 MSW, IGNO, MSc, CFT, PhD students from 2001, and she has been also served for several juries. Dr. Dias has also taught in Switzerland in 2009 and participated in several short training courses. The third, another important, is Miss Anjali Kanetkar. She is Associate Professor from College of Social Work, Nirmala Niketan. She was the Director, Social Audit Government of Maharashtra and was involved in conducting social audit of MGNRGEA, Old Age and Widow Pensions and Housing Schemes of Maharashtra. She is also founder, member and secretary of Arohan, which works in Palghar district, chiefly in Jawahar Mokhada belt on the issues of malnutrition and migration through interventions in health, education, water conservation, agricultural livelihood, and governance. Ms. Kanetkar was elected from the teachers' constituency to the Senate of the University of Mumbai for 3 consecutive terms, and she actively contributed to the functioning of university during her tenure. She worked again, on the committee against sexual harassment at the university and addressed issues on gender equality. As an extension of her academic career, Ms. Kanetkar officiated as a member on the Board of Studies as her parent university as well as in another university. She has been active member for the social work profession, contributing to the social work theory and practice through her participation in various seminars and workshops. And so this is a few things about our jury, but going through the profile, you must have now understood they are the most eminent people to go through this tedious process. And we are going to have Ms. Anjali Kanetkar now on the stage. Ms. Anjali Kanetkar.
Thanks, Dipali. I'm actually filling in for Dr. Satish Agnihotri because he was the chief jury member, but he had to leave, so I'm taking his place. I assume I'm on the jury because I'm working with an organization called Arohan, which addresses malnutrition about 3.5 hours away from Mumbai. And probably that is the reason why Ratna thought I should be here. To tell you, sorry. Oh, okay, you did. Okay, Karan, thanks. Yeah, because we have, yeah, this is the first time we are meeting, but we have spoken and worked together, yes. Is it okay? Am I audible? Yeah. The tedious job of shortlisting was done by another panel. And I think they did an excellent job. They did an excellent job to give us these 10 organizations today, whom we had the privilege to listen to. And I must say that every single organization was very, very good. Absolutely driven by passion in what they were doing. And it was a pleasure and a privilege to listen to all of them. We had a range, yeah. So we had a range of organizations. Some were as old as 60 years old. And there was another one which was just 3 and 4 years old. So that was the range that was there in front of us. All of them were very much into community engagement. All of them were thinking about how else we can contribute when they are, dealing with the basic issue of malnutrition. And several of them had innovations. Most of the interventions were scalable and replicable. We were looking for scalability. We were looking for replicability. We were looking for self-sufficiency also to some extent. I mean, in this broad framework of innovation and impact and inspiration that was given to us as a framework for grading them, we were also looking at these other things within these 4 parameters. And I hope that when you hear the results, it was difficult. I mean, each of them actually deserves to be congratulated. But in all these kind of competitions, there has to be a first and a second. So we have tried to do our best in first and the second and all that. And I just wanted to say that with all these organizations, what we realized was, if we are going to talk about SDGs, the last mile connectivity is actually lying with organizations like this. Had it not been for all the groundwork that is being done by all our civil society organizations in their different capacities in different places, in untouched geographical regions with vulnerable populations, okay, we will not reach the SDGs the way in which we are supposed to achieve the target. So once again, from my side and on behalf of the jury, congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much. To Glenmark, to IDBRO, to UN Global Compact for giving us this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Anjali, for sharing your experience of the selection. Now, this is the time, this is that time that we are waiting here. Show me some excitement. So, are we ready? I can't feel that heat, okay? We need to be ready, right? To get the award? You work so hard? Yes? First, can we have a round of applause for yourself for doing this fantastic thing? Seriously, should I start? Okay, so as it's been told already, but I'm just repeating. The awards were in 3 categories: urban, rural, and open. So we will be announcing the awards first for urban, then rural, and then open. Okay? So start, na? Okay. So may I call upon Dr. Ratna Thar, Professor Nirmala Niketan on the stage to announce urban second runner-up. Any guesses? Anybody have? Who has got the award? No? So this, yeah. We have second runner-up in urban category, Egg Bank, Valmiki Foundation. Yeah. Super congratulations. Now, urban category, first runner-up. It's our city winner. Can you guess? Who is from our city? Salam Bombay Foundation. Woo! Yeah. We will be calling Miss Kiran Shaiva to felicitate. Woohoo! All the waiting is been done. Lovely. Yeah. Super congratulations to you too. Now the winner. May I call upon Vaijanti Karande, VP Global Head Corporate Communication and CSR, to announce the winner of urban category. And who's that? Who's that? Can you guess the name? Kaders Foundation. Ooh, what a trophy, huh? Oh. Congratulations, Cuddle Foundation. Moving ahead, we have this. Yeah, congratulations. Okay, she is saying aloud. Okay, the second category is rural. And we want to call upon Dr. Nirmala Joshi and Dr. Swati Lodha on the stage to give awards to the second runner-up, Father of Nation. Who's that? Mahatma Gandhi Seva Ashram. Thank you and congratulations. The first runner-up from the rural category, we would like to call upon Abhishek Mari from Glenmark Foundation to give away the award. And the one who won the award is Indo Global Service Society. Woo! Thank you, Abhishek, and congratulations. Now the winner for the rural category. I would like to call upon Mr. Ratnesh Jha, Executive Director, UN Global Network, to give away. And who is that winner? Healing Fields Foundation. Woo! Congratulations and thank you, Ratnesh Jha. Now the third category, which is open category. And we have second runner-up. To give away the prize, I would like to call Anjali Kanetkar, Professor Anjali Kanetkar from Nirmala Niketan, to present the award to whom? No, nobody. Guess is here. Nanghar Anil Agarwal Foundation. Woo! I am not able to hear the claps. Thank you. Congratulations to the winner and thank you, Anjali Kanetkar. Now, the first runner-up for the open category, and to give away the award, I will like to call Tinsy George, General Manager, Glenmark, CSR. Winner, I'll tell you, come on the dais. And the first runner-up is Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital. Woo! Congratulations to the winners and thank you, Tinsy. Now, the winner, okay, for open category. I would like to call Dr. Lidwin Dyer on the stage to give away the prize. Now you can guess, now. Who is the winner? It's a last, na, so I can little bit stretch. Okay, so let's put up our hands together for NRRTC Department of Education. NRRTC Department of Pediatrics Science Hospital. Yeah. Please. Congratulations to the winners. And thank you, Dr. Lidwin. Okay, now there is a lot of excitement in the hall, but we have certain things pending. So I will need your attention for that. I can understand the whole excitement part of it, but everybody has to go and grab their places. Anthony? I can see that excitement and zeal of getting award. Yeah. Yeah. But now we have to recognize the efforts of the jury who had made this possible. And chief guest. Yeah, one. Okay. So may I call upon Mr. Ratnesh Jha and Vaijanti, Miss Vaijanti, to give award, the token of appreciation. The position was ulta. I mean, that one thing I was doing it in the team and I was suffering. I'll do it, okay? Yeah. Vaijanti will be giving to the Ratna. It's a chief guest token of appreciation for being there, giving us guidance on SDGs. Oh, wow. All that efforts. Thank you so much. I would like to call Tinsy on the stage. I will appreciate if you keep silence right now. So I said I will call Tinsy on the stage to, to give this token of appreciation to Dr. Lidwin Dyer. Please, you come up on stage. Thank you so much, Dr. Lidwin, for your wonderful work. Oh, it's heavy. Okay, Tinsy, please stay back. I'm calling Professor Anjali Kanetkar on the stage. Thank you. You have been doing excellent. Can we have Yeah. May I call upon Abhishek on the stage to give award to Dr. Ratna Thar? Sorry, token of appreciation. On the stage, Abhishek. Dr. Ratna was constantly been there for Meri Poshtik Rasoi and also to choose the right people. Abhishek, please stay back. Yeah, thank you. May I call upon Dr. Aarti Jain? Is she there? Yeah, great. Thank you, Ms. Aarti, for your all efforts. Can we have all the jury members again on the stage for a photo? Now the jury members are already coming in. Yeah. All the jury member, please. Yeah. Aarti, Dr. Aarti Jain and Dr. Ratna. That was actually one more person. No, no? Everybody is there. No? Neha Joshi. Thank you so much. Okay, this is something that we called as a cherry on the cake. We have surprise for all of you. We'll be there patiently waiting, gone through the process. So we call everybody together. It will be ensure. Obviously, the winner, the finalists, all 10 finalists, their representative. Please, their representative of all the 10 finalists come on the stage. Okay. No, there is a surprise. There is a surprise. Okay, may I call upon Mr. Ratnesh and Vaijanti Karande to give away their surprise element. Yeah. Are they going to print? I guess silent, there is a mute applaud is going on. We are not able to hear it. So we have to raise our volume. Lovely. Now we would like again you all to come on and take a group photo. Dr. Ratnesh and you please stay back. Congratulations once again to all the winners and the participants. Okay, we again need to settle down fast. No more surprises, yes. Okay. Okay. So now more 5 minutes and to wrap up this program. But before that, we have to thank so many people because this is an event. Event is a team collaboration, work together. And we cannot forget anyone to say our humble, be humble to whatever we have today for having this award happening at this particular place. So firstly, I really want to extend our gratitude and thank you to MAT Management Institute, not only for providing us the venue, but also to this fantastic team, students or volunteer. Can we have a big round of applause? You know, being student in this phase, it is really important to participate in all such kind of events and do this voluntarily. This tells us many more things, teaches something which we are not learning in our day-to-day curriculum. Okay, so you should also take your right hand, pat your back that you have done a good job today. All these students, I must say, were working really relentlessly for throughout the outreach of this particular program and plus throughout the day to manage the program. We were telling them n number of things. They were so patient and kind enough to understand our requests and fulfilling that. So again, thank you so much. Oh, wow. They have made 20,000 calls. We should give again a round of applause to them. Wow. She wants to share a few things.
I would like to share with all of you that this program ceremony was not so easy, which we are seeing it right now. Any program of this status needs a lot of hard work and day and night. That you can say you had spent your you have burned your oil in nights also, and my student had done it for last 15 plus days. A big round of applause for my all students. To get 500 registration, they have researched more than 20,000 NGOs and people who are involved in providing nutrition meals to their communities. This was a really good achievement by them. So they got the information from Google and various websites. They got their contact details and they made calls. Each student had made more than 1,000 call. 1,000 call, and there was a team of 22 students who are making all these calls for last 15 plus days. A big round of applause for all these who had worked for it. So it was not a small task at all. It was not a small task at all to contact approximately 20,000 people, ask them to fill the forms because it is not an easy task to actually ask them to fill the details which they don't want to share. Sometimes they said we will share it today or tomorrow. They were following it and they have maintained the records. And this was the result of their hard work that they could get 500 plus applications for the award function. So on behalf of IDUBRO, on behalf of Glenmark, and on behalf of MET IOM and the GCNI, we are partner with them. So my students who have worked hard for this and those who are sitting here to actually witness the program, I thank all of you to be the part of this magnificent and brilliant program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nirmala Joshi, for sharing your experience of this award ceremony. Lastly, but very important, thank you to Glenmark Foundation. Our association with Glenmark is really long because of Kiran, our director. And we hope that this continues, this journey continues. We print more and more Meri Paushtik Rasoi's booklets. Not this edition. I'm saying that we should continue. We should continue this finding. See, our India have plethora of so many things. So we have just 500 entries. just few recipes. We need more and more to give it to the humanity. And you all being into foundation and doing this fantastic job, we all will continue to do our work so that we will have a better place to live and share. Thank you so much. Karan wants to share a few things.
I want to close with the final thank you. I think, it is absolutely my deepest gratitude to the selection committee, because while the jury, obviously had 10, they had the 500 to go through. So I want to make a special announcement and a special mention of that. And of course of Dr. Ratnathar, who without her and Aarti, okay, without the two of them, I don't think we'd have been able to do the kind of work we managed to do in such a short time. So I do want to make a special mention of that. Last but not the least is Tinti and Abhishek. They work so much at the back and at the back of us. But as I constantly tell Tinsi, and many of our conversations happen after 11 sometimes, is that she really pushes, when we have our friendly arguments, it really pushes. It's not an argument for the sake of an argument, but it's an argument for the sake of pushing the boundaries. How can we do this better? And it's so much in sync with the way we think, because if you enter iDobro, and I invite all of you to do that, you will see as soon as you enter at the top that has two very key things that guide us in everything we do is what more, how else. And I think that's what we have found mirrored in our work with Glenmark. And I don't want to start again about that because I can go on talking about that forever. But I do want to thank you, Tinsi and Abhishek, for being here every step of the way, making sure you're involved in what we are doing, because it has not been an easy task. And definitely, as also Dr. Nirmala Joshi said, it really took a lot. I also want to thank all the other partners as well, because the 500, while of course definitely the students played a huge role in that, we also had many other outreach partners who helped us in this. We had JKS, we had Gramvani, we had Gunj. So it took, like they say, it takes a village, right? And so it's taken many partners and many efforts from different stakeholder groups who have come together over here today to make this event happen. And so I do want to thank every single partner that is there, where we have acknowledged them on the Rise World Summit, and on the event page. So every single partner who has been a part of this, every single student who has been a part of this, every single, professional who has contributed their time so selflessly to this program. Thank you all very much. And I promise last one. I promise my last line. Yeah. Please join us online. Okay, I'll do it for you. Anything for you, Tinsi, right? And Glenmark. So I'll also thank my iDobro team, because yes, that's so true. The kind of effort and work that goes, which Anthony and Hema, I didn't even know that terrible picture of mine, right? So I didn't even know what was happening. They were managing everything, right? Every single thing. And so, yes, without the iDobro team, I guess this would have not been possible. So they too deserve. And as I said, now it's really the last. Okay, I would invite, as you all know, this is part of the Rise World Summit, which is going on as we speak. It's our 10th edition. So 10 years of doing the Rise World Summit. And yes, in this one, Glenmark has been with us every single step of the way, right from the first edition of the Rise Summit, right up to this year. So I really will invite all of you. It's still buzzing. There's just 24 hours to go for it. We have the closing plenary tomorrow, where we will be, there is the Rise Awards, and we'll be having some really dignitaries, and something which I think the students will like. Navya Naveli Nanda will be there personally. So yes, do join us, and we look forward to you engaging with us even more beyond this evening. Thank you so very much.